I'm like, do you even know if I have the money? Because I just came back from Nigeria and I had to like start working again. And it's just like 1 month after I came back from Nigeria. Hi YouTube fam, welcome to another fantastic video for my channel Fashionista Turned Farmer. Alrighty, so once again I'm here in Sydney, Australia in my studio at Eastern Creek, and if you've been following my journey or my videos you would know that I'm a fashion designer based in Sydney, Australia, and I started a new venture, farming. Yeah, so I'm adding farming to my existing career, which is fashion designing. So I wanted to share that journey with you all and just document the process, not just to share it, but also to store it up somewhere. So in the future, I can be able to look back and see where I started from. All right, for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys how much I paid for my land in Nigeria, for my big farmland in Nigeria. Yeah. All right, and I'm also gonna maybe answer a few questions. What prompted me to decide on the location of the farmland, and what are the factors that determine my choices in terms of I don't know, in terms of the location basically. So my farmland is located in eastern Nigeria in Anambra State, and Anambra State is the land of my fathers, my fatherland. Yes, it's in Nigeria, and it's actually where I was born. I was born in Anambra, and I lived there for up to when I was about 3 years old, and then me and my family we moved to Lagos State, and then I grew up in Lagos, and then before we eventually moved to Sydney, Australia. So now I'm going back to my roots. So of course that's one of the first reasons. That's one of the first factor that pushed me into getting that land in that location. I considered a few places because I grew up in Lagos. Obviously, Lagos is a place that I'm very familiar with. I spent most of my adult life in Lagos. You would think, okay, why didn't you get that land in Lagos? Hmm. Do you know, I was in Nigeria last year and I was there for 3 months. And you know what? After staying there for 3 months, I said, oh my goodness, I can't live the Lagos life. Lagos is not for me. Like, the hustle and bustle is on another level. It's just too much. Lagos is too industrial, too commercial. And I know it's like a city, but it's just too much. And I said, look, okay, I've lived in Sydney. Sydney is very westernized, and yeah, you have all the things, all the perks that comes with city life. If I want to live in Nigeria, I've had everything I need about city life. Like, I don't want any more. I'm just tired of city life, and I like the more countryside kind of feel, the more villagey kind of life. So I was definite that I didn't want to land in Lagos. And apart from that, lands in Lagos are overpriced. And for what I wanted to do, I wanted to buy like a huge span of land. I would be paying a lot for that in Lagos. And so the cost is one of the reason, and the reason why I didn't want to get land in Lagos, I just didn't like the vibe in Lagos. It's just too much for me. There's too much congestion. Like sometimes I didn't feel really safe, and Lagos is a safe place, but I was just not used to the environment when I went there last year. I've been away from Nigeria for 11 years, so going back there again for the first time since 11 years, the whole thing just felt different for me. But it's a good place there anyway. So yeah, I chose to buy this land in Anambra State, yes, because I wanted like a countryside feel, and I wanted something affordable, and because like it's still like in the countryside, obviously things are always much more cheaper than when you get things from the city, from the urban area. So that's two reasons now. The third reason as well was availability. To be honest, like the circumstance about me getting this land, which is basically my uncle. My uncle, like he encouraged me, said, "Oh, you need to get an investment. You need to buy land and all this." That's what all these older people think about. Oh, you're a young person, you're active, you're having money now. Okay, if you're having money, not that I've made a lot of money, but if you have a few coins, invest, do this, do that. And the only investment and the only person can tell you to do is to buy land and buy property. But you know what? That's not all the investment you can do in this life. But I just said, let me just oblige him. Okay. And then he rang me up and he said, okay, Chonye, they're selling a lot of land in this particular suburb in the village. Are you interested in buying? It's a good opportunity. A lot of people are buying and selling off, and it's not too expensive. And in the person selling was selling in bulk. So per plot of the land was about 500,000 naira. That's Nigerian currency, not Australian dollars. And 500,000 naira will be about uh, I'm not sure. I'll do a Google search and then I'll attach it to the screen. And then he said, oh, you can get 2 acres of the land, which is about, I think 10 plots. And the man was willing to sell the whole 10 plot or the whole 12 plots. And I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't want to go into farming, but I just wanted to start slowly, start with a small piece of land, and then I can expand. And he was like, oh, it's a great opportunity. Get onto it fast. Pay the money now. I'm like, do you even know if I have the money? Because I just came back from Nigeria, and I had to like start working again. And it's just like 1 month after I came back from Nigeria, back to Sydney, he rang me and said, oh, here's this land. You need to get the whole land. You need to pay the money within 1 month or pay it now so you don't lose the people are grabbing. I'm like, dude, I'm not a bank. Give me time to work for this money. I said to him, okay, if can I pay an installment by until by the end of the year? Because look, I got my own responsibility. I got my own bills. I have my shop rent. I have my business I'm running. And previously all my investment went into my business, and so this is like something different for me, and I have to plan it to start getting that money aside and then use it for a different investment other than my business. And anyway, he kept on encouraging me, said you can do it, blah 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 blah. Anyway, eventually I actually paid an installment. I paid in I think 2 installments. So I acquired the whole land. I think it's about 10 plots. Yes, I paid in 2 installments, and yeah, and I completed the payment for the land. But there's other little expenses you have to pay as well. So how much did I pay for the land? I actually paid for the 10 plots of land for 5 million naira. So it came up to 500,000 per plot, and 5 times 500,000 times 10 plots is 5 million. And in Australian dollars, that is about $16,742. As at now, I checked on Google, about 16,700 and something. Yeah, that's how much. But I feel like then it cost me about 20,000. Maybe it was up to 20,000 because I had to pay like other things like I don't know, C of O, like all kind of documentation. So I feel like I spent about $20,000 in procuring the land and paying for all the other paperwork and all the other documents you need to to have. Yeah, yeah. I well, the actual land itself was about at 16,000 plus, but for the whole thing, it's about $20,000, 20,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, so that's how much I paid for the land. And yeah, so there's other factors that pushed me to get the land in that location. Well, first of all, it was basically my uncle's word. But when he came to me with that offer and he told me about the land, I had to also say, well, I know you're bringing this great offer to me and I know you can't mislead me, but I also have to tick a few things to see if this land is really what I want. Does it fit into what I want? Does it meet all my criteria? And then he started giving more information. Like the land has like at the end of one point of it, it has like a little flowing river, which is a good thing if you're planning to go into farming, because you need to also start to consider irrigation. You need to have like a good source of water. So that was a plus for me. So, and another plus was that the land, the previous people using the land, they use it for farming. So it's a good land for agriculture. So it's not all land that is good for agriculture. So that was a plus as well. Um, what else? What else? Obviously, the land is not really in the town area. It's a little bit deeper inside the village, but not too far off. So from my father's house in the village is about 30 minutes by driving, which is a plus as well. So it's just 30 minutes from my father's house by driving to get to the land. That's a good plus. I like that too. And he said like the community is fast growing as well, so a lot of people are procuring land around the area and they're building, which is a good thing to know that there will be people living. It won't be totally deserted area. There'll be people living around that area. So yeah, that's one of the reasons as well. And what else? And also there's still a lot of land in that area, so there's room for expansion. So when I try out this 10 plots of land and I feel like, okay, this is going well, I need more land, I can always buy more land. So there's room for expansion. That's another plus. um what else? I'm so excited for the future of Anambra State. Well, we're having a new governor. There's a new governor elect for Anambra State, and he's a forward-thinking man. His name is Soludo. Soludo was a former governor of what is it? Is it World Bank? I don't know, like a huge position, a huge financial position in the whole of Nigeria. And he's a very smart man. And he started talking about his agenda for the state, how he has all these huge plans: industrialization, commercialization, agriculture, all kind of investment, encouraging businesses. He has these big plans for the state, and I'm so excited that I have an investment in that state where this man is heading. So I'm feeling pumped. So it's definitely a good decision I made to procure that land, and I thank my uncle for it. And I thank God for providing the finances. As you know, it's not easy. The hustle is real. Oh God. It's not really easy to save, but if you put your mind to it, yes, you can. So I thank God for providing the finances. And yeah, that is how the journey has been, and I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I can't wait for when I get into the land, into the proper farming, like put on my gum boots, get into the tractor, do the work, feel the earth, feel the nature. Can't wait. So I'm gonna carry you guys along. Maybe sometime in the middle of the year, towards the end of the year, I'll be live and direct in Nigeria, live and direct in Anambra State from the farm, and I'll be recording all this video, showing you all the process from the clearing of the land, and from the plowing of the land, and from the planting and organization. It's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to carry you guys along. Anyway, thank you for sticking around to watch my videos. I hope you like my content, and I'm gonna share more farming content soon as I get to Nigeria, which will be sometime maybe in the middle of the year. But in the meantime, I'll be sharing just all these little videos of just narration, and I am planning to go around and interview farmers in Sydney to just get them to share their experiences with me, because I need all this information as I start my own farming journey. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please don't forget to share this video, like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye.